Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I have been really busy with work, so it took quite a while for a new upload. For today's video, we will be going through this awesome article shared on SensePost Orange Cyberdefense shown over here. This post is really interesting as it demonstrates a super cool way of smuggling a payload file over to your victim through browser's caching mechanism. What this means is that when your victim visits your web page, a payload file such as a DLL file can be automatically downloaded to your victim's Windows computer. There is no need for your victim to manually click on anything. We will not be reading off the entire article. The link to the article will be provided in the video's description, so be sure to check it out. Without further ado, let's get started. We will be reproducing this technique on our Windows machine. The idea here is to serve your payload DLL file as a content type that will be cached by your victim's browser automatically. In this article, the first proof of concept uses Firefox, and the second one uses Google Chrome. Let's go through the Firefox one together. Let's first identify that the Firefox cache directory on our Windows machine is the same. It should be in this directory over here. Awesome. And we have successfully identified the cache directory for Firefox on our Windows machine. Great. Now let's generate a DLL payload with MSF Venom and create the HTML page as shown in the article on our Kali machine. Alright, this should do it. The cache files will have a random name, and this will be a challenge to identify which file on our target Windows system is our payload file. The article continues to explain that we can add in additional HTTP headers with a key value on our Nginx web server to help identify the file via the key value that we have added. In this case, it creates an additional HTTP server header named tag with the value of DLL here. Let's do that. Let's edit the Nginx configuration file and paste in the configuration as shown in the article provided. Remember that we will need to restart the Nginx web server service. Let's restart the Nginx web server on our Kali. Awesome. Now let's reload the page on our Windows machine. We should be able to see the additional HTTP header that we have added on the server side being reflected. Great. With the key value of DLL here added to our payload, we can specifically search for our payload file now in the cache directory as shown. Okay. Our MSF Venom generated DLL payload is being detected by Windows Defender upon accessing the file with the PowerShell select string search function. It is noted in the article that Windows Defender is not supposed to detect it. It was still able to land on the disk, but when we try to access the file, it will get detected. Maybe Windows Defender is updated now after the article was published. Oh well, it doesn't matter. This technique is about delivering a payload to your victim's Windows machine via browser caching mechanism, and it is not about Windows Defender bypasses. If you are interested in Windows Defender bypasses, check out this playlist that I have over on my channel. It contains several videos showcasing how you can bypass Windows Defender. Now, let's generate a simple message box DLL payload file instead for this proof of concept demonstration. Okay, let's try to look for the file now with PowerShell again. Let's try executing it. This is awesome, man. It's a very valuable technique. Usually for initial droppers, it has to perform some kind of additional external payload download, then it will execute it. This way of serving the payload via browser caching will help reduce an additional step in the dropper file, and therefore reduces the chance of getting detected. I can see this technique getting picked up by APT groups and being used in real-world attacks soon. It will definitely be helpful to understand this technique by executing it yourself. Alright guys, we will be stopping here. I hope you all have found the video to be interesting and useful. I have recently created a free phishing course available on Udemy. This phishing course is completely free and it is only about 30 minutes long. Several phishing techniques and popular tools such as GoPhish is demonstrated in the course. The link to the free course will be available in the video's description. The link to this article will be provided in the video's description as well, so be sure to check it out and give it a read. Feel free to try out the Google Chrome one below yourself. Thanks all, I will see you all soon in the next video. Bye.